We're calling this the green room because we got hella plants up in here. Hey! Welcome back to Brew City Builds. My name's Marcel. In the previous episode, you saw me taking on our kitchen, which we're loving. Now, it's time to do the dining room. I'm excited about this room because we're actually doing an accent wall with a different color than white. I know that's a big stretch for me since everything so far has been white on white on white, but I just feel like if every room is white, it's kind of boring and it looks like a rental, so I wanted to add a little bit of warmth into this room. We're still going for the mid-century minimalist kind of vibe in here, but I have a couple things planned that I think are going to be dope. I want to do a wood floating shelf in this room that I'm going to be making from scratch. So first things first, I have to find the studs so that way we can go from there. So let's get started. Alright, so I just drove all the way to Lowe's and then realized that I forgot a mask because I washed them last night, and so now I gotta go back home and pick it up and then head back over here. I'm over this COVID thing, y'all. Anyway, I'm on the hunt for a perfect piece of wood for that shelf. I need a 2x6 piece of pine. Usually when you're looking for a piece of wood, you have to kind of comb through everything because a lot of times they have cracks or they're crooked or bent or just whatever. So I'm definitely gonna have to probably like go through and really find the perfect one, but it's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm gonna head back home and then I'm gonna grab that mask and then head back over here. So yeah, let's go. Oof, I should be wearing a jacket. It was kind of warm earlier, but now it's not. All right, so I got the goods. The wood is beautiful, the grain is great. I think it's gonna be perfect. Now I have to cut, sand, pre-stain, and then stain it. I got a walnut stain, which is what I used on the previous pieces I made, so hopefully it's a match because it's a different brand. Either way, I think it's gonna be okay. Anyway, let's do this so I can get back inside where it's warm. The second layer of poly is drying on the shelf, so now I can start to get everything out of the room so that way I can start to prep the walls for paint. I'm also going to be chiseling out the holes in the plaster so that way I can make space for the L brackets to hold up the shelf. I got a lot to do, so let's go. I'm literally covered in dust from all the sanding and the plaster removal. It's intense. I wanted to take a minute to talk about the scabs that I'm about to install on the studs in the wall. The reason I'm doing this is because I need to create a spacer between the L brackets and the studs, so that way the L bracket doesn't have to go so far in and I don't have to put as much mud in because it tends to crack if you do it really thick. So yeah, I'm going to be attaching these just to make my life a little bit easier in the end. Also, can I just say that it feels like it's 11 at night, but it's only 6 o'clock with the darkness? Winter, man, it's no joke. I'm on a mission to finish this tonight so that I can move on to the next step tomorrow, so it's mud time. time to caulk and tape off that trim so that I can prime. For the paint, I'm using good old Chantilly lace by Benjamin Moore in a matte finish, and for the trim, I'm using Super White by Benjamin Moore in a satin finish, just like the rest of the house. I wanted to talk really quick about the accent wall that I'm painting. I'm going to be using Lambskin by Benjamin Moore in a matte finish. I chose this color because it kind of has an earthy tone, but it's also kind of pinky and orangey, and I'm just kind of feeling that color, as you can tell from my background. I just think it'll complement everything that's going in here really well, so I'm excited about it. If you like it, I'll have everything linked in the description box down below if you want to check it out. So yeah, enough talking, let's paint. Trim time. Look at this color. I mean, it's warm, it's neutral, it's got everything going for it. I don't know if it's translating on camera, but IRL, it's real good. All right, so I'm about to hang the shelf. The moment of truth has arrived. I've literally checked the brackets like 1,000 times with the level, but I'm still nervous that the shelf isn't gonna hang straight. At this point, the brackets are mudded in and painted, so I hope so. I found a really cool rattan rug that I generally wouldn't gravitate towards, but I think it works really well in the room, so I got it. Also, it was on sale, so I'm not mad at it. Chai time. All right, today I'm keeping it pretty mellow. We have a wicker basket that we have as a planter for the fig leaf tree. It's a neutral tone, so I'm spray painting it a matte black just to kind of pump it up a little bit. We're also hanging the window shade today. I'm excited about this because we haven't really had any privacy through our front dining room window for the past couple months, so it'll be nice to not be on display for our neighbors anymore while we have dinner. But yeah, Ben's really good at hanging these, so I'm just gonna help him out with this. And that's it. Once this chai kicks in, it's time to get to biz. Something got delivered today and I'm super pumped about it. Time to add our pendant light in here. I'm super excited about it. I think it's real cute and it's definitely going to add a focal point in this room. I always end up having to go to the hardware store like 3 times because a screw's too big or too small or whatever, but hopefully this time it'll work. I'm also trying to get the air vent spray painted and installed as well as the light switch plates, so hopefully I can get it all done today. keeping it pretty minimal in here and letting the plants be the artwork. So with that said, it's time to do final touches. Looks like we made it. All right, you guys, I think we're finished. Let's take a look. So what do you guys think? Definitely let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Next up is the hallway. I know that sounds kind of boring, but I promise you, it's not. If you're feeling this makeover, give me a like and definitely subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video comes out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and always supporting my channel. I'll see you soon. Bye.